welcome back to my channel. Because I just started booktube, I thought there was no better time than to do a kind of introduce myself type of video. I thought the best way to do that would to be doing the booktube newbie challenge thing. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna answer some questions for you. You can get to know me a little bit better. And I'm really excited, so let's get started. The first question is, why am I starting booktube? I decided to start a channel around reading and books because it became something that I not only love to do in my spare time, but I love consuming book content from other people as well. And I love anything digital media, so the idea of like talking about books, even to a camera alone in my house, just sounds like a good time to me. And editing it and uploading it and all, it sounds fun. And I'm always down to try new things and have more creative outlets and hobbies, so it just made sense for me. The second question is, what unique thing can I bring to booktube? And while my first priority isn't to be like unique and do something no one else has done before, but I firstly want to state that my goal is to not be super unique. I know that might not sound great, so let me explain a little bit. I love watching videos on booktube, and I love the kind of community that there is. Different kinds of reading challenges and just people sharing their life and how books fit into it. I love all of it. And I will be the first to take inspiration from another booktuber and another video that I've seen if I liked the idea. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like it's my own. I will obviously shout out whoever needs to be shouted out or whoever I got the inspiration from. And if I come up with an idea, that will be great. My first priority is absolutely to not be doing something super new. I just kind of want to contribute to the community and do fun little reading challenges and not take anything too seriously. And if that makes me unique on its own, then that's cool. Unique things about me are that I am a US citizen born abroad. I live in America, but I was born in Canada, and I am also a European citizen of Ireland because I am a third-generation American. I'm pretty dyslexic, so for a long time I really didn't like reading. Like, I was one of those people who actively hated reading, but now that I have a good hold on my dyslexia and I don't let it hold me back anymore, I'm able to read and enjoy it so much that I'm here now. So here making content for it and uploading it so a bunch of strangers can stare at me and judge me. Okay, the next question is, what am I most excited about when joining booktube? And I love that question. I'm just really excited to have another creative outlet. I love to read and I love to talk and I love to edit and I love to film. And it just feels nice to take all these thoughts that I have about books and have somewhere to place them. So I'm just really excited to see where this goes and film it along the way. I just got a new camera and I'm really excited about it. And even that is like super exciting to me. And I'm always trying out like new editing software and new styles of editing to see which one I like the most. Because I'm so new to this is all just trial and error. But overall, I'm just really excited for the whole experience in general. Oh my goodness, my cheeks are hurting from smiling. Cheers. Root beer is the best soda in the world. That is simply a fact. I will not be taking questions at this time. Question number 4 is, why do I love to read? That is kind of a tough question. I guess it definitely has to do with the fact that I couldn't for so long. Not that I was fully illiterate, I wasn't. I wasn't very good at reading, so didn't even allow myself to think about if I would ever love to read. It just didn't make sense for me then, but it makes so much sense for me now. I love the feeling when you're reading a book and you just can't pull away from it. Like, you're enjoying yourself so much that even having to get up to go pee or eat is the most frustrating thing in the world because you have to pull yourself out of that world. And I love how a black and white piece of paper can make you feel a whole array of emotions. It honestly doesn't even make sense to me. And I love the community around people who also love to read and talking about books. I love everything about it. I also like to read because I'm literally delusional and I like the way stories look in my head. Like, when I read them, I'm the type of person that will read a whole page completely describing every single thing in a certain scene, how someone looks, where they are, how they're feeling, and I envision it completely differently. Even if an author tells me over and over that this love interest has brown hair, if I think he's a blonde, I'm imagining him as a blonde, and there's nothing that's going to stop that. It's delusion. Okay, question number 5 is, what books got me into reading? No. The air conditioner's back on. Really? That is so loud. Sorry about the air conditioning, but we're gonna adjust and keep going. The book that got me into reading is One of Us is Lying. I loved that book, and it only had a side plot of romance. So y'all should have seen me when I got my first romance book in my hands. Which one was that? Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas, of all books. To this day, that book holds such a special place in my heart because I realized how much I love romance books. Like, I am obsessed with romance books. And it hasn't changed. I love romance books. Both of those books just make me so happy because they literally changed my life. I feel like I was a completely different person before I started reading, and I feel like I've changed so much for the better because of books, because of the community, because I'm enjoying myself so much. I don't know. I'm very thankful for those two books. Okay, question number 6. What would I ask other booktubers? That's a good question. I'm not sure. I'd probably ask, like, technical stuff, like their favorite way to create content, if it's short form or if it's long form, or how they like to edit their stuff, or what genre and what subgenre of that genre is their favorite genre to read. You name it. Their favorite places to read, their favorite characters of all time, their favorite book boyfriends, where they get their bookshelves, how they get so many bookshelves so quickly. My house is just becoming like stacked full of books with no place to go. Number 7 is what struggles will be the hardest to overcome. I'm dyslexic. I'll let that speak for itself. Number 8, when did I start reading? I started reading in October of 2021, where I read One of Us is Lying, and I read Punk 57, and then I pretty much stopped reading for like 6 months. And then I had another 6-month book slump, and then I had another 2-month book slump. Makes me feel really confident. Really confident. Okay, question number 9 is where do I read? Everywhere. Everywhere. I read in the car. I read in the gym. I read in the hot tub. I read in my bed. I read on my couch. I guess that is all the places. I read everywhere. My favorite place to read is probably, outside by the pool. And that's probably my favorite place to read. Would be outside by the pool, or in my bed when it's raining, or right here on this couch. I read a lot on this couch. Number 10, what's my favorite genre? Don't act too surprised. It's romance. Wow! My favorite trope, though, is probably best friend's brother, brother's best friend. Enemies to lovers is a good one, but I really like that one trope where it's like, don't let a bad, toxic boyfriend stop you from meeting your husband. Whatever that entails, I love it. Because it just encapsulates if he wanted to, he would. Because if he wanted to, he would. Okay, last question is what does my book collection look like? It's mainly romance. The only other books that I have are One of Us is Lying, which is technically a mystery, The Perfect Marriage, which is a mystery and I haven't read yet, the whole series of ACOTAR, which I'm only 2 books into. But my fiance also has a whole shelf to himself, and it's mainly sci-fi or fantasy or manga. But what's mine is his and what's his is mine, so technically it's part of my book collection too. But yeah, that's it. That's literally it. And I doubt it'll change anytime soon. That is all the questions for this little booktube newbie tag. Thank you so much for being here and listening to me talk. I had fun answering these questions. If there's any more tags or challenges you guys want me to do, just let me know in the comments. I love you guys and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Slay, 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 slay.
We've been up for way too long, but I